G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. The signs of spring. There's a little, I'm going to say petite, but that's not, pipsqueak, that's the word. Pipsqueak orange, Valencia orange. So I've bunged him in here. Mostly because that's where Rosie wanted him bunged, and I wouldn't have bunged him out here, quite frankly, but I guess he's matching, he's near the pomegranate, so I reckon eventually they're going to have a bit of room struggle, but that's okay. And they're also near the feijoa, but they are also near the other fruit trees on the other side of the yard, so I guess that's what she's wanted to achieve. I'll give you a look at this bloody grapefruit. It's going off, guys. Look at this growth. How good is that? And there's flowers coming everywhere, so we should get our very first crop of ruby grapefruit. Yes, I know some of those leaves look a little yellow, but I have been giving it trace elements, which I think is making a huge difference. I've also been feeding it with seaweed concentrate, which has been pretty good as well. Yeah, it's bloody spring, alright. I think I've got a mongrel little ring-tailed possum. Yes, I do call a lot of very unfortunate names, a little bastard. And he does like to eat whatever the hell he wants. So that was cabbage, sugarloaf cabbage. He's even eaten a couple of chilli seedlings I had in. He's demolished the cauliflower. There's nothing left of them. He stole 6 little gross list tomatoes. Bastard. He doesn't seem overly fussed on beans, which has been good. God bless his cotton socks. But I think I'm about to crack the shits, quite frankly, and pull some of this stuff out. And I'll replace it. It's about time the King Kong went back in anyway. And no matter how much the little bastard eats, he'll never keep up with the King Kong once it gets going in the aquaponics. The other good news is he doesn't like leaks, so I'm pretty happy about that too. Now you may wonder, why the hell is Andy laughing about this? Well, while he's eating these ones in this big bed, he's not eating anything else. So this has become, in fact, a sacrificial bed right now. Now this is the real reason I'm out here. Every time I walk past, I've worked out for about the last 25 clips, every time I've come past this wicking bed, I've said something like, hey, I must harvest that soon, eh? Well, it's about time. The Yacon has certainly seen better days, to put it mildly. Now this bed has, and I can still see some, sweet potato. It's got some Yacon, and I believe it's even got some ginger in there. So what we're going to do is have a little dig around, quite carefully, because there's a bloody great thorny rose in the middle of it. Can't remember why I planted that there. There was a perfectly good reason at the time, folks. Oh, it was out the front and I thought it was dead, so I moved it round here. That's what happened. And it wasn't dead, obviously. Anyway, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to harvest, have a bit of a dig about and see if I get anything. So how did we go? Well, we've dug up the garden. Now bear in mind that garden is a wicking bed, so it's only as deep as that joint on the first sleeper there. Below that's a water reservoir. So immediately I am noticing that's fantastic looking soil. It's quite moist, which is interesting because a lot of the rest of the yard is starting to dry out severely in the wind. I'll hopefully get to show you something here. No, they're going to make liars of me, little buggers. Ah, here you go, here's one. Everywhere I was digging, I was finding earthworms. Now there's slaters, and I've discovered those are the little buggers who eat my sweet potatoes. So this one's about to become chook. Yeah, so that's in 3 years. Well, that one's only been around 12 months. I went from a yard that had not a bloody earthworm or piece of microbial life to grace itself, and I can actually see movement in that soil just as I'm standing here, to quite a healthy, rich soil. Yes, Andy, but how did you go with gathering crops? Well, not great. But let's have I managed to pick up quite a few gooseberries, quite by accident, because the gooseberry garden's dropping bloody gooseberries everywhere. There's my ginger. Now that's probably, I had 3 little tiny lumps in there. I can see that one's doubled in size. It's shot an extra node up here. This one's done nothing, but a lot of this looks very new. So that's good. I think all of that will go back in and become plant stock for next time. Got a lot of manky sweet potato bits that have been eaten by those bloody slaters, and I know that now because I actually found one right deep inside the little bugger. Got tiny little ones here that obviously I'm going to use to restock. You can see even crazy bits in to grow alright. So look at the chewing on that one, will you? You can see right through him. But I did, so all those bits over there, they'll go back in. And I did manage to pull 3 that aren't terribly big, you know, but they're alright. I pulled 3 out, I'll clean them up, and we'll eat that. The other thing that's surprising is the Yacon. Certainly did a hell of a lot better this year, so I guess it's one of those things. There'll be a lot more red growth nodules go back in this time. Now I actually know what they are. They'll go back in, so they restock for next year, and I'll pick those bigger, darker coloured things that look a bit like sweet potatoes. They'll get pulled off and they'll be eaten. So compared to last year, this is a fabulous crop. Compared to real people like Jeff and Wilma up at Budrum, yeah, I got a long way to go, Jeff. Give us a break, brother. Well, this should be funny. It's time for the obligatory weighing, and we have 214 grams of sweet potato. On the other hand, we have done better with the Yacon, which comes in at a massive 923 grams, almost a kilo of ground apple. Yay! Certainly a lot damn better than I did the first year.